live, and here we go again at LonnieIsFurnitureCompany.com, LAUNIUS, LonnieIsFurnitureCompany.com. I'm just going to kick the whole hour off this hour with the two guys themselves hanging out with me, John and Reggie. Talk about them every single day. Guys, how's it going in the furniture business? I'll start with you, Reggie. What's up, man?
All going all right.
Well, let me get your mic turned on. I'm sort of kind of klutzy with this stuff sometimes.
That's all right. That's
there he
all
is.
right. A lot to keep track of.
Yeah, it is.
Everything's going well. We're just, we got you here to kind of kick off our Labor Day sale. We've got, not to make this sound like a full-blown ad or anything.
Well,
but,
it is. Just keep going.
So, got a lot of stuff. Store's full, plenty of inventory. We've got stuff marked down. Got some new stuff in, pretty cool stuff. Some of the new things. You've got immersive sound in your reclining furniture.
Wait, what? They built-in speakers now?
Built-in speakers. You can turn the shake up on it. Subwoofer. We've even got one over here.
So like you're watching a movie and it vibrates with the movie?
It's Bluetooth.
That's crazy.
To your TV. We've got it set up over here so you can check it out. So a lot of cool things. So.
Do you ever see John anymore? Because I think he travels more than I do now.
He's a professional traveler now. He's going to have his own show on the Travel Channel.
Yeah. Where all have you been lately, John? Let's just chew the fat, man. Y'all went to Scotland, right? Come on over to the
We
mic.
did. We went to Scotland and had a good time, and we joked that I looked very Scottish. I'm pretty pale skinned, and my dermatologist can tell you all about that. But I was there with Denise, and they thought I had kidnapped a lady from Spain and gone to Scotland.
Yeah, I was like, oh, he's one of those.
Yeah. I tried to do the Scottish accent all week. It was terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible.
But I did eat some haggis. I was the only one in our group of four that ate haggis, and I had it one time and thought, this, I'm going to prove myself.
It's kind of hamburger helper pig intestines in that haggis.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
pretty much. It's a little sticky, but it really tastes good, and I kind of took a liking to it, and I think I ate it at about 5 meals. So,
did you do any real Scotch in Scotland? I mean, their version of it.
Yeah, I did. I had a little bit there in Edinburgh the night before we came home, and they've got some pretty good Scottish beers and stuff. That good with food. The food is, you don't go to Scotland for the food.
That's what everybody is.
I will say that. You go for the scenery and maybe play a little bit of golf. We had a good time. And I haven't traveled as much because, we pull a camper like you do. And I don't have the backing of the station behind me, so the fuel bill
you
is
really
a little bit rough. But
you really think the station paid for my trip?
Yeah.
You've been reading about radio lately? I'm kidding. No, it was fun just to work from the road. That was a working trip. But y'all got to go out there with us sometime, man.
I would love to. We're going, I know in October we're going to go out west, a little more southern route than you took. Yeah. But we pull an Airstream, and 30-foot Airstream, and I only get to go because I know how to set the camper up. And I do all the driving.
Yeah. That's my job too.
And we have a good time though. But the trip to Scotland, I'd recommend that. Yeah, I'd love to go back. It was we rented a car. We didn't do, the tour guide-y thing or getting on bus. We rented a car and almost had 4 bad accidents on the wrong side of the road. Finally figured it out about day 3. And
I still got speeding tickets from 2 years ago, and I don't know how to pay them. It's like $600 speeding and going through zones I shouldn't have gone through because I couldn't read the signs. This was in Italy, and I'm still trying to figure out how to pay them.
Yeah.
They'll
find you. They'll find you, but I'm still catching flack. The only thing I did that I got in trouble for is the night before our flight, we were in Edinburgh, and we went in a armory store there on the what's it called, that strip of shops there in Edinburgh,
I don't know,
Royal Mile.
Never been there.
And walked in there, and I bought a Scottish claymore about 5 feet long, a big old sword, and it's hanging on my wall now.
How did you get that home?
Well, you had to ship it.
Yeah,
you couldn't take it on the plane.
They
would have frowned on that.
Yeah, a little bit.
But that was cool. That was a cool place to go in. But yeah, we drove all around the country, got a good time.
So my son's favorite place, he's a world traveler, and it's his favorite place. He keeps encouraging me to do it. But
the scenery and the weather was beautiful. I mean, but there's no place like home. After I think we were there 11 days, I was ready to come home.
Home is home, right? Yep.
Come see my buddies, Reggie and everybody, and everybody. I'd encourage them to come by the store, man. It's beautiful in here, and he does a great job buying product. He's always been a little better at going to market than me. I don't know. I do more walking and stuff, and I don't come home with the good stuff like he does. So he's done the last couple of market trips, and it really shows. The store is beautiful, prices are great, and looking forward to, with football season coming on too, a lot of people are going to start focusing inside
the home, get
and we got Lazy Boy, and that's the end all be all. That's the mic drop when it comes to comfort inside. But also the stressless recliners, and then this immersive sound stuff. Yeah, those things are awesome. Speaking of camping, I'm rat holing some money to take the sofa, the uncomfortable Airstream sofa out, and I want a couple of those stressless chairs. I got to work Reggie for a deal.
That's on the big high-end sort of $1 million ones. You'll notice if you look at those online, they've got stressless chairs in them.
Yeah,
I mean it's the thing people do.
And
on the big nice ones.
And I've never sat down in one of those. You know, every now and then we'll deliver a Lazy Boy, and there'll be a 25-year-old stressless chair in there, and couldn't help myself. You sit down in them, and they are unbelievably comfortable. Now, we're delivering them more comfort than that because it's a new Lazy Boy, but the stressless product holds up so well, and it's just a classic look.
And you've got a whole, Reggie, y'all got a whole studio over there where people can come in and actually order it exactly like they want it. Just flip that mic over.
Yeah, we've got, I don't know, there's probably 12 different models over there. They come in different sizes, so it's kind of like Mama Bear, Baby Bear, Papa Bear. You pick your size.
You got to measure your butt first. And
that's right. That's right. You know, some of them have different features. You can do different leathers. So, you know, you can buy it the way we've got it, or you can really customize it how you like it.
All I know is I'm finally back in the market for some things because my old house is full of furniture that John helped me pick out years ago. But with this addition, every time I've walked, I've run over to the bathroom, which is the opposite end of the store that we're on now. It's a long way, y'all, across the store. I can barely get it done during a news break. But
40,000 square feet.
Every time, so far this trip, I've run over there twice, and I keep seeing stuff I need to look at. So I've got to get back up here because I just need to stop and look at it. You got so much stuff, and every time I come in here, it's like that. Even when I'm not shopping, I'll eyeball something, but now I'm in the market, so I'm looking at everything.
Whenever you're in the market, you look at it differently than when than when you're not.
You're trying to find it, and I've told people for years it's probably in here. And y'all have what I call, it's my phraseology, but y'all have more in the back, so to speak. I mean, you keep such a good operation going that you can handle the weight with constant.
Yeah, so we carry a lot of inventory, so it's not just what you see on the floor. You know, for instance, with Lazy Boy, I mean, we show probably 100 recliners, but we've probably got 500 in the back.
See, I never knew the math on that.
Because each recliner comes manual or power. It comes fabric or leather, you know, so, and multiple colors of fabric, multiple colors of leather. So there's no way we can display every possible combination. So, you know, but we do have a lot of them.
This immersive thing with the sound and the vibration built into the chair, I didn't even know that was a thing. That's kind of perfect with football season coming up. Do they?
Yeah, you
do
can
they
feel
broadcast in a way you can feel the ball game? Like
I mean, if you can connect Bluetooth to your TV, then you can feel it and you can hear it. The speakers are in the headrest. There's the subwoofer, and then there's actually a separate thing that will vibrate the seat.
The chair shake on purpose.
Yeah, and you can turn that up, you can turn it up or down. So if you don't want that at all, you can turn it off.
Do y'all have it set up in a demo way where you can sit in there?
We do. We have it set up with TV up here, and we just turn it on. You put on a good movie like Top Gun, and just sit there, and I mean it.
Ride the movie.
It's just like you're flying, but you know, behind Tom Cruise.
Ladies, if your husbands buy one of these, you'll never see him till after bowl season. I mean, that's be a good way to watch a ball game.
Yeah, then I'll mention one other one that's neat. We've got a sofa that's got a console in it that actually has a refrigerator in the console, so you can keep your drinks cold in the console.
Stick it down in there. You ain't got to walk to the refrigerator.
You don't even have to walk to the refrigerator.
How lazy are we getting? Yeah. That's just where it is. Smart furniture.
Last time, I'll say this. I used to go
to that mic, John. Just pull it over there.
I used to go to a lot of football games and still go to a few, but I've sat down in some of these and heard the immersive sound and all that, and I didn't have to be convinced not to go to Jordan-Hare Stadium and sit in my 3XL rear end and
next to some, right up on top of somebody.
Oh, they say the stadium holds 90,000. No, the stadium holds about 55.
They're
just piling us
doubt.
in,
no doubt,
tight. And I'm kind of getting to where the fridge, the bathroom, the lazy boy or stressless recliner,
Comforts.
and high def TV. It's I'll leave the ball games to the young people. I'll stay home. And
that's for the newbies, man. You're doing it the right way. Especially our team that's quick to disappoint, and so you can get the hell out of the
yeah,
room.
it's been hey, we got our fourth or fifth new coach in the last 7 or 8 years, and but it's coming around. I like what I'm seeing so far. We'll have to we'll leave that up to the jocks guys to talk about sports, but
let them have that.
I think I think better days are on the horizon. At least I hope they are.
Well, look, it's good to hang out with y'all. I appreciate you having us out again, and we'll just be hanging out here till 6 if y'all want to come by and meet the people that actually run the place and the wonderful crew up there that y'all have got the let me just say this. I know we got to get to the break, but I think it's that personal touch that y'all have with the customer of knowing just how to help but also stay out of the way, because sometimes you just want to think or you want to sit on one of these chairs for 20 minutes.
You know, you come in, you're going to be greeted. Hey, how are you? Is there something we help you find? You know, you say, no, I'm just browsing. So, you know, we give you your space. We let you look. We'll check in with you periodically. You know, we're not going to be hovering over you, you know, telling you every fact we can about every piece of furniture, because you're probably not interested in every piece of furniture.
But if people want to know, you're right there.
Right. We're just right there. So
one of our other clients here on the show, and I didn't ask him for permission to tell this story, so I'm going to not say who it is just yet, but she and her husband, and you'll figure it out when I tell you, they were out shopping. And then he goes, let's go to that furniture store Leland talks about. And so they had to remember the name, even though I've told it for all these years.
Yeah.
People do that. They'll reach out to me online. So they came up here, and her comment was, you know, they just bounced off these other stores. But she goes, that's a real furniture store. That was the way she said it. She goes, they let you pick it out like you want it and get it like you want it. And she's in the design business. Just loved her experience here. And she just told me that story yesterday.
Yeah, well, cool. I'm glad we were able to help her out. And, yeah, that's the way it is for, you know, most of our stuff. I mean, if we've got it just the way you like it, you're welcome to buy it, you know, the way we show it. But, you know, most everything we have, especially if it's upholstery, leather, can be done. And, you know, you can customize it. Some sofas, you know, you can change the length on the sofa. So just lots of options. And, you know, we're glad to you know, walk people through those options, and it's not as complicated as it can sound.
Well, we appreciate y'all having us, and we'll be here, like I said, for the audience. If y'all are out knocking around on a very steamy, hot Friday night, come on up to exit 280. Y'all can find it in your GPS by now. They've been here long enough. GPS actually knows where the store is, and get on up to Lonnie's, or this weekend, last big open weekend before all that college football. Get you an immersive lazy boy. How about that? Back here in just a minute at Lonnie's Furniture. Y'all stay tuned. It's 324, Leland Live, Talk 99.5. Man, I got on the scale today. Let me talk to y'all. And I had 2 experiences today that got me fired up about Project Lean Nation. Can we talk? Got on the scale again today, and it's down some more. Now, I'm trying to explain the mentality at my age. I did not start Project Lean Nation to lose weight. I had weight to lose for sure. I always need to lose 10 or 15, right? Like a lot of us. But I really just wanted to feel better. I knew it was my diet. I knew I'd hit an age where I had to make some changes. What I used to do in my 30s, man, I could lose 5 pounds in a week. I could just start exercising and tighten up on the diet, and my body responded. A lot of that changes as we age. And so you need a plan. You need some discipline. And I don't have time to think about it. And so, again, the backstory for me is I have never been a meal prep person. I have turned down at least 10 companies that have come along with these concepts. But then I found out that Forrest was behind this Project Lean Nation. I've kind of known Forrest, and I know everybody that knows Forrest, and I was like, well, this guy's legit. This must be something different. And indeed, it has been. And when I met with them for the first time for their prepared food program and all the other counseling that they give you, we talked it through, and I said, I just want to, and a lot of the folks my age and older will totally relate to this. You're not trying to look like you used to, and if you can lose weight, that's great. You want to live a long time. You want longevity. You want to be around and watch your grandkids grow up. I got 5 of them now. I want to feel better. I want to have my energy back. And in about 3 weeks consistently, we sampled them during the Leland Live road trip this summer. We took some with us to try the flavors. We really didn't commit and go all in. Y'all, I went all in 3 weeks ago. Scale was down again today. I'm finding some flavors I like more than others as we weed through the menu, and they're delicious. Jessica's doing them with me, and she's getting the same results. Man, I'm telling you, we were just both talking about it before I left to come up here about our energy being back. Even in this heat, we're all fired up to go get our exercise in every day and just make it happen. Because there's something I think very positive about breaking the cycle that you're in and getting on a better track. And when you start getting results, that's good feedback. And then you want to do more. You want to stay disciplined on your exercise and your cardio and your steps. And this makes it possible because they take the thinking out of the food. All I got to do is just open the freezer and grab any one, and I'm staying within my limits. These are balanced meals too, very flavorful, but very balanced. They're not it's not a protein fad. You're gonna give up on the protein fad. I've done those too, but these are balanced meals, wonderful flavors. Everybody's different, so you need to choose the ones that work for you. You may buy some you don't like as much, but now I got my favorite. I got my favorites that I kind of crave. I've had some of them where I've eaten them twice in one day for lunch and dinner. 5 minutes and less than 5 minutes in the microwave, and you're done. You're on track. You didn't waste time. There have been at least 3 occasions in the last couple of weeks where I should have hit a drive-through because I was running late, but I had the time to do this, so I stayed on track. I didn't veer, and it's paying off. I feel better. Y'all, I can button some britches. I got some britches on now that I don't think I wanted to wear toward the first of summer. Feels good. Y'all go see them. This is the Homewood location. Forrest texted me a couple minutes ago and said, y'all really been showing up this week. Folks have heard about the program enough to finally really understand what it's all about. It's called Project Lean Nation, and this is a national thing, so there may be other franchises. I want y'all to go to the one in Homewood. This is Forrest's location, and you're going to get excellent service. They, by the way, weigh you in and scan your body, because the scale's going to lie to you about your weight, and it's going to demoralize you. What you need to know is your real composition. So they'll measure everything, your body density, your muscle density, your fat density, your water levels, your bone density, all your metabolism at rest. You're not going to get that on a scale. And then you'll know what your target range is, where you need to be on your activity level, and these wonderful meals. And man, when you start getting results within 3 weeks, you'll love it. Try it. It's not going to hurt to try it. What you're doing right now, if it's not working. And y'all, look, for people that do the GLP-1s and all that, great. I mean, some people really need that kind of assistance. I don't know what the side effects are with all that, and I guess we'll learn as time comes. What I do know is the side effects of eating right and exercising are always good health. It just always is. That's timeless. Project Lean Nation over in Homewood. Y'all go and see them. All right, we'll jump on the phones when we come back. If y'all want to get in on the phones, we'll do some phone calls. Maybe loosen up a little bit, see what else we can dig up in the news. Pretty light news day today on this sweltering August Friday. Back here in just a minute, we're live at Lania'sFurnitureCompany.com looking at all this beautiful furniture. Lead 'em live. It's 3:35. Let's go. Leo live over here at Lonnie's Furniture Company, as you can see. Let me just put that shot up so y'all can see some of the things. Work Truck's bringing you the show tonight, too. If you're in business and you need a truck, they use a lot of box trucks and trucks like that to do their deliveries here at Lonnie's. So many businesses depend on the box truck alone. It's just a workhorse. In between that and the old school cargo vans has become these Sprinter sort of high top vans. They're not as big as some of the box trucks, but they are so reliable and fuel efficient. They've got those down at Work Trucks as well. Big old flatbeds, trucks I don't even know what they do. I'll ride past the lot sometimes and go, what the hell is that? But people know. If you're in that business, you'll know and how it's outfitted. They've gone to a lot of trouble to bring the best of these back to Alabama. So if you're in business, save yourself money and time. And time is money, right? But just going on down to Work Trucks, and instead of maybe trying to track one of these down yourself, they've found them off lease, low miles, gone through them. Work Trucks, TRUX, Work Trucks, LLC.com. TRUX, Work Trucks, LLC.com. Well, I got to get this story in here. There was a big fire down in Panama City. I saw it first thing this morning. One of those souvenir shops. Now, I haven't been to Panama City in years. It's where we went growing up. I was on that side, sort of the Gulf Coast beaches. It was the closest one, and it was magic back in the day. Well, y'all remember the Miracle Strip and that cheesy fair they had across the street, and the cinder block hotels, and it was not developed, and man, everything's changed. So then it turned into condo canyons. Then it became a MTV party zone for a while, and they almost just ruined Panama City with all that activity. And it still has its problems, but they moved lately to move back toward a more family-friendly atmosphere, which I think it's always difficult when you have these problems of growth. But they're doing their best on it. And typically they're going to put one of these big souvenir shops. I don't know what it is about travel, especially to the beach. You got to hit the souvenir shops. And you do it everywhere you go, don't you? And you get the seashells, and you get the spray, what is it, airbrush? I hadn't had an airbrush T-shirt in years. But, man, one of those places with the big shark out front where you walk through the shark mouth, kids love it, and just especially little boys. They got to walk through the shark mouth to go into the place and get all the cheap stuff that you're going to throw away when you get home. Well, anyway, one of those caught on fire, the one called Jaws Souvenirs on Thomas Drive. Massive building, huge fire. And they just had, I think it was a condo fire this week as well. So things burning to the ground in Panama City. It was an impressive fire. I don't think anybody got hurt because it was early this morning, and quickly some people on the street were able to call the authorities. They smelled smoke and burned up a lot of cheap merchandise, I'm just saying. But that was a pretty visible story online earlier this morning. Man, any of y'all still going to the beach? It's still beach weather, and next weekend's kind of the end of the beach season with the Labor Day weekend, which is kind of why we're here now, just talking about the Labor Day weekend sale that they're having here at the store. And here, I'll scroll this camera over and show you all around just a little bit. And the fact that they're already on it, and they've already got the selection and the stuff out there, and they want you to come take a look and see what they got to offer. Well, that camera won't quite go any further. We'll do another camera in a few minutes as we troll right along here with the news. 545-9950 is the phone number if y'all want to get in on it. Let's get in on it. Let's go international for a minute. Not much else happening with the back and forth with Iran. The president keeps announcing a maximum pressure sanction campaign. It's the whole thing's so schizophrenic. The truth is, we won the military part of it in 2 or 3 days. Iran's still been able to shoot back a few times and harass its neighbors, but they don't have a military anymore. So we continue to negotiate their surrender. On what terms will they finally just give it up? And let's clear this up. And this was pretty clear this week. That could change. It could change in the next 10 minutes. But they do not control the Strait of Hormuz. The Iranians don't. We've got shipping lanes open. The Navy escorts are working. Millions of gallons are going through there a day. But it's still a disruption. And any disruption in the region and lack of peace in the region is going to keep these oil prices on the edge. In fact, they continued to go up today. I haven't checked them in the last few minutes. but they were edging back up today. Still, they're only up a few dollars. I think it's like just $2 or $3 since this whole thing started. But they're higher than we want, and something's got to be done about that, and hopefully the Trump team is going to handle it. I saw something today when it comes to the economy and beef. We've seen the beef prices just explode. We've talked about this quite a bit this week. There's a lot to that story. I read a horrifying story today about one of the processors. We're kind of down to 4 beef processors in the country now. The mistake of consolidation in that industry is going to haunt this country at some point. We were a lot more healthy with smaller farms and more farms and less ownership. But the 4 major competitors, when the processing shortage started and they didn't want to put as many cows through the system, so to speak, they just closed down some whole facilities. Again, efficiency, the bottom line, their corporate profit, not the old economy that was built around the cattle industry. And it is really, really hurting some of the ranchers. They're having to haul their cattle hundreds of miles to get them to market. That makes the prices for us go up, as the beef industry is just really in a weird, heavily consolidated, very corporate-minded place right now. And we've seen that happen to a lot of industries. And so I'm keeping up with it. But the Trump team did something, and if I think I understand the story right, I was just reading briefly about it this morning. They took some tariffs off some beef imports and changed some things about some. It was a temporary situation. The bottom line is it's supposed to put, 300 metric tons of beef into the system in the next few weeks by allowing some changes, some bureaucratic changes in the system. It's well beyond my ability to articulate clearly. But I'm going to be studying this issue because just like the price of gas, when y'all are out there shopping at the grocery store, the price of beef in particular can it's registered by people when they're at the grocery store. It's one of those price of milk, price of beef, price of gas. There's certain commodities and certain staple items that we buy and consume and have to buy again. When we see those shocking price hikes, it's hard to register, and it gives people sort of a measure of sort of being disconcerted, I guess you would say. So, but beef it's what's for dinner. No, it's becoming, it quite possibly is an issue that could become in the middle of this midterm election cycle. When we're not fighting about commies and Islam taking over, it's the price of beef. So there's that. Allen and Company also bringing you the show tonight. Let's talk about them for a minute. This is the wonderful Thompson family. Just think the world of these folks. Love sending y'all over there, because I know that when you're doing an emotional gift like maybe an engagement setting or a ring upgrade for that spouse that's had that little, y'all were young and broke when you got married, and now you've done better, and she's put up with you all these years, maybe time for an upgrade. And they can absolutely handle it with the right touch at Allen and Company. This is a custom shop. This is a unique shop. Everything in there is just one of a kind. They're not there to sell mass-produced cookie-cutter stuff or put you through a lot of sales tactics that, again, some of these corporate chain stores will do to you. They're just going to listen to you and work with you and get you exactly what you want. They get the same diamonds the whole world has. They just do the customization. They do everything you need, even if it's something weird and symbolic that you want to do. Allen can recreate that, create it for you. And then, of course, everything in between, all the smaller priced gift giving, lots of ideas throughout the store. So here come the holidays. I just love talking about it earlier. I'm worse than Walmart putting out the Christmas before Thanksgiving. I'm ready to go. You need to be ready to go too if you're going to do some fine jewelry, and you can do it at Allen and Company, right over there in Vestavia on Highway 31. Allen and Company. We'll be back in a minute. Stay tuned. Man, it's 3:48. How'd it get to be 3:48 on a Friday? This week has just really flown by. Southern Skies Dermatology. I was just talking to my man John Lonnies about that. He was dealing with some issues similar to that. John's a real outdoorsy person. John and I are the same age, and it's, we talk about those things, but it's not just an age thing. I mean, clearly, age is a factor. It's one of the factors. It's a big factor, but it also depends on your sun exposure and any damage you did, even 2 decades ago, that will travel with you through life, or genetics and family history and all these other markers that come into play, not just your skin color and your age. So I'm trying to encourage everybody in the audience to be mindful of that. Our African-American listeners all the way to the pastiest white listener in the audience, we are all vulnerable to some extent, particularly to melanoma. So let's all get checked and know where we stand. A good all clear feels good, especially if you have some spots that are of concern. And then, of course, when they find something, and those are the listeners that I hear from the most, people that never would have gone, suddenly they went, something was found, they're going to be able to take care of it, and they're so grateful that they heard about Southern Skies Dermatology here on the show. I've heard that more and more over the last 10 or 15 years since they've been on, is to, man, you wouldn't believe this, but I went the other day, I was never going to go, and they found this, but they say it's going to be okay. That's why every day I try to put a special emphasis on this. It's almost like a public service announcement. They're sponsors of ours. They pay to be on the show, but it's bigger than that for me with our family history. So I'm encouraging all of you to put this on your list. I know you're busy and you got other health concerns that we're always thinking about, but this is one of those things that goes unthought about until you notice something. And to be real with you, by the time you notice something, it could be too late. Could be a lot later than it should have been. It's Southern Skies Dermatology. This is all Dr. Mario and his team do. They find it, they remove it. Southern Skies Dermatology.com. All right, I'm gonna try to make sense of this. I'm doing a lot of stuff on the fly over here. By the way, if you're looking at, you'll see some pretty furniture. We're at Lonnie's Furniture Company today. We'd love for you to come by. Y'all give me time to get to a break, and I'd love to see you and chat with you. We've already had some very nice people come through. We're in a different part of the store. If you're used to coming by during our shows, we're not as up front today, a little further in the back. It's cool because the store's not to my back. I can look around and look at some pretty things. So y'all come on by and see us. And more importantly, if you don't have time today, their Labor Day sale goes through Labor Day, and it's already started. It's been going on about a week. They've got hundreds, if not thousands of pieces discounted all over the store. Special discounts in bedding and with Lazy Boys, and then general discounts store-wide. It's the buy more, save more sale, and they can explain to you how all that works when you come in the door. All I know is you're just going to see so much beauty in one spot and a lot of it to look at. It's Lonnie'sFurnitureCompany.com. Y'all come on by and see us. We're right here in Kimberly, Alabama, in North Jefferson County. By the way, did I give you all Southern Skies? SouthernSkiesDermatology.com, making sure. Back to this NCAA story. I don't know if I understand it. It's rare for me. Usually I got my homework done. But
hey, just real quick, Leland, not to cut you off. Trump is taking some questions right now.
Well, let's do that. I can talk about this later. Let's go to that, AJ. You just cue me when he's done.
Putting money in concern. Well, I've raised a lot, and nobody knows what it is, but I will tell you it's about $850 million. And I'll be spending a lot of that money and my own money, but I'll be spending a lot of that money for candidates that I think are good, Republican candidates that I think are good. So when you add the $850 million to all of the other money that we've raised, we're in very good shape.
Mr. President, there are several Republicans who are running for midterms this year who are starting to come out against AI data centers. Why do you think they're taking a different approach than you are?
Who are they, you know?
The Senate race in Ohio is one example where it's become a very hot topic.
Well, the data center subject to me is a pretty simple one. If you pick the right location, and it's got to be, not every location is perfect for it, but you pick the right location, what it means for a community is jobs and lots of money and lower taxes. And the data centers now are mandated by me that they build their own electricity, so they're not taking it from the grid.
Do you worry that
it's going to lower the electric cost because they're building electricity, and the extra, as an example, we talked about this once. I'm very proud of it. It was my idea. They're going to build their own electric producing facility, and that electricity that they have left over, is going to the grid. It's going to lower the cost of electricity. So if I were a community, I would want the data center. It means jobs, it means income, and it means lower taxes.
You want Republican candidates to take the same AI, take the same message on data
No,
centers?
I want them to do what they want. Some people feel differently. I really want them. If a Republican's against the data center, that's okay with me. I'm only saying that if I ran a community, now there are different types of communities, but generally speaking, if I ran a community, if I was a mayor or if I was a governor in the state, I would want to have the data centers because they bring tremendous income. They're clean. They produce their own energy. The new ones are producing their own energy. I would want to have data centers.
It's a national debt. As you know, it surpassed $40 trillion. Have you been discussing what to do about that?
Well, I have, and it's been a problem for 35 years. And what we have now that we've never had before, we had a pretty good piece of it in my first term, as you know, is we have tremendous growth. And the way you take care of debt is with growth. And we have tremendous growth. We've never had growth like we have right now. The growth will take care of that very easily.
Mr. President,
Question about it.
Mr. President, on the beef deal, which countries did you make that deal with? What are the sources
Which
of
deal?
the beef deal?
I don't want to say which countries, but there are a few countries, but they're going to be sending in the highest quality beef, and it's something that we need. What else?
With
By the way, are we going to miss Caroline? I'm going to miss her. Let me have that. Let me have that. So here are some headlines in Caroline. I got to stand next to her. I feel so good with her. These are incredible headlines that just came out over the last 24 hours. It's probably easier if I show them to you than reading them. But basically, the biggest refunds ever given on taxes. That's big. Trump bump. Tax refunds jumped 17%. American tax refunds increased by $43 billion. That's money that the government is giving back to the people. $43 billion. FBI had the biggest violent crime drop in 90 years. These are today's headlines. Trump administration marks 15 straight months with zero border releases as apprehensions plunge. So they've never had anything like that. So you had 15 months with zero people going through our border. I don't even know how that's possible, but they're doing a good job. Maybe you. Maybe Scott Jennings, sir. Scott Jennings is good. That one right there. My friend from Iowa. But I don't know, maybe she doesn't want it. I don't know, maybe Margot. What do you think of Margot? Maybe Margot. Let's see, who do we have in this group? I will tell you this, and Caroline will tell you this. I have never had so many job applications in my life.
Yes, sir.
They all want that job. They love that job. She's made that job very glamorous.
Iran was shifting economic warfare towards Iran. Does that indicate that the military options in the region for the U.S. are limited?
No, not at all. It just means that we're seeing what happens. They have no money. They have no Navy. They have no Air Force. They are not paying their soldiers. They're not paying their police. They have 350% inflation. So we're just going to sort of see what happens. And we have total control, as you know, of the border. We have total control. If you look at the blockade, we have total control of that entire region having to do with the Strait of Hormuz. And that means well into it, the land areas. So they would love to make a deal, but they're not ready to make the right deal, in my opinion. Yeah.
With Canada, have you come to a deal there?
Pretty much, I think so. We'll see. I've dealt with the Prime Minister, have a good relationship. And yeah, we have to take care of our farmers. The farmers are very important to me. And the deal with Canada is moving along, and we should be able to have a deal with Canada. We're also starting on a new deal with Mexico. A much better deal for the United States. I only make good deals. Much better deal for the United States, both with Canada and Mexico. Thank you very much.
All right, AJ, is he completely done? You never know. You got to give Trump a minute.
Nope, he's done.
All right, so a little quick hit from the president. You could clearly hear the helicopter in the background. And he touched on that beef story that we just talked about a second ago, where he was going to allow some Canadian beef into the country as part of this back and forth with Canada and some other imported beef, just to get the supply chain back to normal. Our supply chain's been choked off because of the meat packing situation and the corporatization of that industry. And we'll keep covering that and updating you on it as we roll along as well. But appreciate you letting me know that, AJ. I was about to launch into this NCAA ruling that just came from the feds, which we'll talk about next hour as we get reset here at Lonnie's Furniture Company this afternoon. Y'all, Alabama Bass, I was just hanging out over there yesterday. Great folks. Let me tell you about this part of the business that can give you your life and your independence back. That's this tub shower replacement system that they have and that they do in 2 days, by the way. Look, these national companies will say, we can do it in a day. That's just not even legit. You got to come back the second day and pressure test, or you haven't done it right. They do it right at Alabama Bass. These are your neighbors, based out of Pelham. Zero pressure in their sales approach. They just measure and give you their best price and then come install something beautiful. Their product is better. Their service is better. Their turnaround's better. They'll take care of you. Get your freedom back. Get rid of that old janky tub and reach out to them at alabamabass.com, alabamabass.com.